যমুনা তীর বনচারী যমুনা তীর বনচারী জয় রাধা মাধব জয় কুঞ্জ বিহারী জয় শ্রী কৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ শ্রী অদ্বৈত গদাধর শ্রীবাসাদি গৌর ভক্তবৃন্দ হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে হরে জয় প্রভুপদ জয় প্রভুপদ জয় জগদ্গুরু শ্রীল প্রভুপদ নিতাই গৌর হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল। जयं विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद श्री भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्तवृंद की नमाचार्य शिल हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि श्री गौर भक्तवृंद की ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की समवेत वैष्णव भक्तवृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि। समज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधाकांत नमस्तते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विशोभानु सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यो एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयति गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दिनतारिणं। परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम्। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिस्वरूप दामोदर स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्सद्भक्तमनये मणिपुर उद्भवाय च प्रभुपादलसद्वाणी प्रचार निरतायते। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताकास्वामिनिति नामिने। नमाचार्योपादाय निताय कृपाप्रदायिने गौरकथा धामदाय नगरग्रामतारिणे। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। Today we are going to read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 8, Text 10 and 11. And text 11 is written on the board. So first I will read translation and purport of text 10, then we will recite 10, 11 together. Text 10. At the time when the three worlds were submerged in water, Garbhodakaśāyī Viṣṇu was alone. Lying on the bedstead, the great snake Ananta, and although he appeared to be in slumber in his own internal potency, free from the action of the external energy, his eyes were not completely closed. Purport. The Lord is eternally enjoying transcendental bliss by his internal potency, whereas the external potency is suspended during the time of dissolution of the cosmic manifestation. Text 11. Please repeat after me. sva-ātma sarire arpita bhuta sukṣma. sva-ātma sarire arpita bhuta sukṣma. kalatmikam shaktim udirayāna. kalatmikam shaktim udirayāna. uvasatasmin salile padeshe. uvasatasmin salile padeshe. yatha nalo daruni ruddhavirya. sva-ātma sarire arpita bhuta sukṣma. kalatmikam shaktim udirayāna. uvasatasmin salile padeshe. yatha naladaruni ruddhavirya. স্ব-অন্তঃশরীরে অর্পিত ভূত সূক্ষ্ম কলাত্মিকাং শক্তিম উদীরয়ানা উবাস তস্মিন সলিলে পদেশে যথা নলদারুণী রুদ্ধবীর্যা। Please try. Mataji's? No one? Word meaning: Sha, the Supreme Lord; Antah, within; Sharire, and the transcendental body; Arpita, kept; Bhuta, material elements; Sukshma, subtle; Kalo Atmikam, Kalo Atmikam, the form of time; Shaktim, energy; Udiryana, in invigorating; Ubisha, no? Ubasa, resided; Tasmin, therein; Salile, in the water; Pade, in the place; She, his own; Jatha, as much as; Analaha, fire; Daruni, in the fuel wood; Ruddhavirya, submerged strength. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation: just like the strength of fire within fuel wood, the Lord remained within the water of dissolution, submerging all the living entities in their subtle bodies. He lay in the self-invigorated energy called Kala. Purport: after the three worlds, the upper, lower and middle planetary systems, merged into the water of dissolution, the living entities of all these three worlds remained in their subtle bodies by dint of the energy called Kala. In this dissolution, the gross bodies became unmanifest, but the subtle bodies existed, just like the water of the material creation. Thus, the material energy was not completely wound up, as in the case of the full dissolution of the material world. So, Vidura already asked so many questions, and Maitreya Muni is replying one by one. All the questions asked by Vidura, Maitreya Muni is replying. And Vidura asked so many important and intelligent questions that Maitreya Muni, practically he spoke so many chapters and volumes. A few volumes of Bhagavatam is actually answer to the questions asked by Vidura. So it is very, very important. When Vidura was out, when he was traveling different places of pilgrimage, at that time Kurukshetra war was going on. So he was aloof from Kurukshetra war, and he was submerged into the nectarian topics of Vasudeva. So in today's sloka, both the slokas, they are describing the dissolution, annihilation, and this is actually partial annihilation. As the last line of the text 11, it says that as is the case in full dissolution of the material world, thus the material energy was not completely wound up. I mean, it was not complete dissolution, it was partial dissolution. If you read the 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, there are nice description of dissolution, annihilation. There are 4 types of annihilation described in the 12th canto. Number 1 is called, first is called Nitya Pralaya. Nitya Pralaya. Another, second one is called Naimittik Pralaya. Third one is called Angshik Pralaya, and fourth one is called complete Purna Pralaya. So let us try to understand these 4 kinds of dissolution. Number 1 is Nitya Pralaya. Nitya Pralaya means daily, just like this microphone. It is actually undergoing dissolution. What is the proof? The proof is that if I ask you, after say 2000 years, or after 1000 years, or after 500 years, what will happen to this microphone? What will happen? You will not find. First it will go to the dustbin, then from dustbin it will mix with the soil, and one day it will disappear forever. You will never find. So many things even in my life. I know when I was going to school, I used to wear different kinds of dresses. But if you ask me now to find out one of those dresses, I cannot find out anything. Even see this kartal, if you after 500 years, maybe 200 years or 100 years maximum, you will not find out this kartal. Is it not? Everything. So many chairs are there in this room. All the chairs will disappear. And nobody is keeping account, but it will disappear one by one. Maybe after 100 years, you will not find a single chair from what you are seeing now in this room. So this is called Nitya Pralaya. Nitya Pralaya means daily dissolution. Nitya means always. Everything. This wooden table will disappear after some years. So it is going on daily. My body is undergoing daily dissolution, annihilation. There is a doctor named Dr. John Prefifier. Dr. John Prefifier. He proved that our body is getting destroyed within every 7 years. Every 7 years, our body is completely replaced. The body now we are seeing, every moment it is changing, and within 7 years, it takes maximum 7 years to replace your whole body, including your bones and blood is changing very quickly. But the whole body takes place 7 years to be completely replaced. So this is also part of nitya pralaya, daily dissolution. Then next is nitya pralaya, naimittik pralaya. Naimittik pralaya, like natural disaster, say for example earthquake or tsunami, flood. These things are, natural disaster occasionally takes place like earthquake. So this is called naimittik pralaya. Naimittik pralaya, it actually includes all natural disasters caused by demigods. This is naimittik pralaya. And then is partial pralaya, angshik pralaya. That is taking place within 12 hours of Brahma. Because after 12 hours, Brahma goes to sleep. And the 12 hours means, as far as I remember, 43,20,000 years. Isn't it? Brahma's 12 hours? You can calculate. Because Kali Yuga is 4,32,000 years. If you multiply Kali Yuga with 2, it becomes Dwapara Yuga, duration of Dwapara Yuga. If you multiply 4,32,000 years multiplied by 3, it becomes duration of Treta Yuga. And 4,32,000 years, if you multiply by 4, it becomes duration of Satya Yuga. Now if you add together, then how much it becomes? Okay, but then again you have to, it is a long calculation. Then 21 Chaturjuga. Chaturjuga means Satya, Treta, Dwapar, Kali. Satya, Treta, Dwapar, Kali. It moves like a cycle, like clock. It moves like a cycle, cyclic order. And when Satya, Treta, Dwapar, Kali, which actually makes one Dibba Yoga. Dibba Yoga means one Yoga in the heaven. 4 Yoga on the earthly planet makes one Yoga in the heavenly planets. So that one Yoga is called Dibba Yoga. One Dibba Yoga means 4 Yoga on the earthly planet. Now multiply this one Dibba Yoga with 71, which makes one Manvantar. Then multiply that number with that is one Manvantar. 14 Manvantar makes 12 hours of Brahma. 14 Manvantar makes 12 hours of Brahma. So multiply that number with 14, then it becomes 12 hours of Brahma. So is it possible with your modern computer? Possible? No, not possible. You try in computer. Formula is given, but if you try in computer, many numbers which are given in our Vedic literatures, it is not countable in computers like what is called Excel or something. Not possible to count, isn't it? So it is so huge number, very long number. But if you go further, because this is 12 hours of Brahma, then Brahma lives, so 12 hours, then again another 12 hours makes one day. Then one day multiply by 30, it becomes 1 month. Then multiply by 12, then it becomes 1 year. Then multiply by 100, it becomes Brahma's lifespan. Brahma's 50 years is called one parardha, 50 years. Now our Brahma is crossing 50 years. This is what I heard from different speakers. So that means he completed one parardha. Another 50 years is called another parardha, 2 parardha. Brahma lives for 2 parardha. And like this, so kato chaturānana mori mori jauta sagara lahari samana. Just like the waves of the ocean, So many Brahmas are taking birth, they are, dying, again taking birth, another Brahma, again they are meeting death. In this way, so many millions and trillions of Brahma coming and going, coming and going. So this time is very difficult to understand. For us it is long time, but for Brahma it is 100 years. For every living entities they live for 100 years in their calculation. Even an ant, in its calculation it lives for 100 years. Anyway, so when Brahma goes to sleep, then partial resolution takes place. And in today's verse, this partial resolution is described. Brahma goes to sleep immediately from all the lower planets, including all the lower planets, means Atal, Bital, Talatal, Rasatal, not planet, they are actually cluster of planets. Atal, Bital, Talatal, Rasatal, Mahatal, Patal. They all get destroyed. And then earthly planet, solar system gets destroyed. Then Bhuvarloka, which is above earthly planets, it is below Sargaloka, in partial dissolution, below Sargaloka, all planets gets completely submerged in water. There is a description that in the beginning of dissolution, there will be 76,000 years of first will be fire, 76,000 years. Then along with fire there will be heavy storm for 76,000 years. And after fire there will be heavy rain, that is also for 76,000 years. That is partial dissolution, partial. So Brahma goes to sleep at that time. Although planetary systems below heavenly planets are destroyed, but their subtle existence is still there, which is also material. And even the living entities, their bodies are destroyed, but their subtle body exists. It is written, it is already in the translation, also in the purport, Srila Prabhupada explained that their subtle body doesn't get destroyed. So, these things are important to develop our devotional service, because out of these millions and trillions of years, I got or you got only maybe 50 years, 60 years, 80 years, maximum 100 years. So out of these millions and trillions of years, at present we got maximum 100 years. Generally 70, 80 is very nice. Those who are very healthy, they live for 70, 80, isn't it? So, after that you die. After death, the soul remains in Sushupti for some time, especially at the time of dissolution. All the souls remains in Sushupti. Consciousness has three stages. First stage is called Jagrata. Jagrata means now we are listening class, we are Jagrata. Jagrata means awakened. We are not sleeping. So this is one level of consciousness, Jagrata Chetana. The next level of consciousness is sleeping. You are sleeping, but you can see some dream, you can watch some dream. You understand? So that is called Sapna-avastha. You are in a lower consciousness, lower than Jagrata Chetana, but you can see some dream. And if there is dreamless sleep, that is called Sushupti. Sushupti means you are sleeping but without any dream. Neither good dream nor bad dream. That is called Sushupti. And at the time of dissolution, you experience Sushupti for many years. Especially when there is full dissolution. Full dissolution means when Brahma dies. Partial dissolution, which is described here, is at the time of Brahma's sleeping. But full dissolution means when Brahma dies. Brahma leaves his body. After 100 years of Brahma, there is a full dissolution. At that time, all the elements enters into Mahavishnu's body. Here it is described in the partial dissolution, Mahavishnu is not mentioned as far as these two verses are concerned. All the elements enters into Garbhodakaśāyī Viṣṇu's body, and even the souls, the living entities, they enter into Mahavishnu's, Garbhodakaśāyī Viṣṇu's body and lie there in Sushupti. So that means they don't understand anything. They don't understand the passing of time. But it is also told, time is there because it is in material world. Material world is impossible without time energy. Time is almost equivalent to it Maya. Just like they worship Kali. You know Kali? But do you know from where the word Kali came? Kalo. Kalo means time. So Kali means she is actually controlling those living entities, those who are within the jurisdiction of time. That's why her name is Kali. So in this way, Kalo is controlling us. As in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Kaloshmi lokakkhaya krit prabridho. I am time I am. Because you may be very powerful, but time can make you very small. Is it not? You may be Brahma, you may be Indra, you may be President of India or Prime Minister of India, but time will make you very small. You understand? As Prabhupada in some class he told that one of our Prime Minister has become dog in Sweden. Yeah, have you heard this? One of our Prime Minister has become dog in Sweden. Prabhupada got from some source or he has some third eye. Anyway, he told this. The Prime Minister has become dog in a house in Sweden. So, time can change everything. Most beautiful person, handsome person, beautiful ladies will become most ugly in time. Is it not? So, we should be afraid of time because time can change everything. Nothing can make us, sometimes we don't obey God, we don't care for God, but if you understand time factor, then at least you will understand how to care. Because time will make you very small, you cannot, invisibly, you wait, we say wait and see. So Krishna also says like this, wait and see. So if we don't take devotional life seriously, then time will give trouble. So partial dissolution is, it is time factor is working, and creation means Lord creates this past, present, future. Three phases of time. But in spiritual world, they say time is zero. Time is not there. And our brain cannot understand this. How in spiritual world? They say nitya vartaman, eternity. Eternity means there is no past, there is no future. There is only present, which is practically speaking timeless. Spiritual world is timeless. But material world means there is past, present and future. In Brahma Samhita, very nicely it is described, Vidanta Biralachara Kotipoye Nimeshardakkhava nohi brajati. Nimeshardakkhava nohi brajati. Nimesh means moment. Ardha means half. Nimeshardakha. Half moment is not passing. Nimeshardakkhava nohi brajati. Brajati means passing. Half moment is not passing in spiritual world. If you go to Goloka Vrindavan, half moment is not passing. Sometimes you experience. Say for example, nice ecstatic kirtan is going on for 1 hour. And the kirtan was so nice, the singer was very nice, the mridanga player was the best mridanga player, kartal player was very expert. And sometimes we, even if we don't, many of we may not like to dance, sometimes you are compelled to dance, is it not? Because it is like, boiling rice. When you put rice in water and heat up, in the beginning it doesn't boil. But when it is completely heated up, then rice started jumping. So similarly, suppose you are standing and some kirtan, nice kirtan is going on, then okay, I will not dance. But when it is 100 degrees Celsius, you understand, the rice started to jump, isn't it? So when devotion is, devotional ecstatic feeling is complete, you are compelled to dance. And after dancing, 1 hour dancing, you watch your clock, wristwatch. Oh, 1 hour gone. I did not understand. Why you did not understand? Because of happiness. Because of happiness. If it is happiness, time will pass very quickly. If it is suffering, time will never pass. You understand? Isn't it? So, in the spiritual world, there is no tinge of suffering. There is only happiness. That's why time is not passing there. Also, actually, the time energy is not needed in spiritual world. It is needed to create material world. So in spiritual world, you are happy. So many things are absent. Just like suffering is absent in spiritual world. I heard one example given by one devotee, that when Prabhupada, once upon a time Prabhupada visited some place in America or somewhere, western country. Prabhupada visited some place and the devotees were so ecstatic. They started singing, dancing, playing mridanga, playing kartal. One devotee was playing kartan like a madman, So he was, like this, Suddenly he cut his forehead with kartal. But he did not understand. So he started singing same way. When he reached to the temple from airport, somebody told, hey, there is some blood here. He said, blood? I don't know. So then he went in front of mirror, he saw blood. How it happened? He did not understand that his forehead was cut. Why he did not understand? Why? Because of happiness. So in happiness, we don't understand sufferings. In happiness, there is no time. If there is, you are really climax in your happiness, the time is zero. You understand? And that is what happening in spiritual world. Time is zero. But in material world, even an atom cannot move, because time means movement. It is written in our Bhagavatam 5th canto, atomic time. If you go through 5th canto, you will find Prabhupada translated. Atomic time. Atomic time means in every atom there are, what is called electron, proton, neutron, like this. They are moving, isn't it? So, they are moving means scientists at present, they can calculate how much time it takes to move. You understand? How much time an electron is moving. So, that is called atomic time. See, if something becomes bigger, its movements is, slower. It is longer. I cannot say slower, but longer. Suppose an electron moves, maybe you have to make fraction of seconds. How long it takes an electron to move around neutron? It is fractional. You cannot make it second also, because second has to be divided to understand this time. It is called atomic time. And at present, the scientists, they did lot of research on atomic time, and when they fly aeroplane or atomic clock is there, nowadays they are using atomic clock to fly aeroplane, rocket, they are using atomic clock, because time is very important in flying aeroplane. If you are little late or little fast, there will be problem. So for getting accurate time, they are using atomic clock. So you see, what was written in Srimad Bhagavatam as atomic time is actually accepted, and it is also discovered by modern scientists as atomic time. But now, the more you go to the, bigger moving object, the time also becomes, little longer. Say for example, I think I heard it from Prabhupada that one rocket or aeroplane was moving around the earth for within 24 hours, it moved for 4 times. An aeroplane moved 4 times within 24 hours. How many nights and how many days it experienced, that aeroplane? Can you say? 24 hours it moves 4 times. That means 4 times, within 4 times it experienced 2 nights and 2 days. Is it? 4 times it moved around the earth. This is the earth planet, and the rocket is moving like this. 4 times it moved. 2 nights and 2 days. But on earth planet, we experienced 1 night. Within 24 hours, we experienced 1 night and 1 day. But the rocket, if there is some passenger in that rocket, they will see 2 nights and 2 days. So, night and days are relative. Night and days are relative. I heard the Saturn, it takes the longest time to move its orbit. Saturn, because Saturn, first of all, it moves little slowly, and its orbit is also the biggest orbit. In solar system, Saturn moves the biggest orbit. So, it takes many years to complete its one journey. But Earth planet moves little faster, then rocket moves more faster, atom moves more faster. So, in this way, time and space, they are interrelated. If the space is bigger, time will take longer. And if the space is smaller, time will take short time, fraction of second. You understand? So, that is called time and space, which is very nicely explained by Einstein. He got Nobel Prize on theory of relativity. Actually, this was on time and space. He discovered so many things, and many people say that he got the idea from our Vedic literature, because in Bhagavad Gita also, bhutta praliyate sahasra juga parjantam aharjat brahmano vidu ratring juga sahasrantam te aharatro vidu jana. They know day and night. Bhagavad Gita's language is so sweet. Te aharatro vidu jana. They know day and night. We don't know day and night. What day and night we are experiencing, it is nothing, it is small time. But if you understand Brahma's day and Brahma's night, te aharatro vidu jana. They understand what is day, what is night. You understand? Ratring juga sahasranta te aharatro vidu jana. What is the first line? Aharjat brahmano vidu sahasra. Sahasra juga parjantam aharjat brahmano vidu ratring juga sahasrantam te aharatro vidu jana. That means our cycle of 4 yuga, if it is multiplied by 1000, then it is 1 day of Brahma, as far as I understand. So, actually this calculation I cannot keep in my small brain, you understand. It is a very intricate calculation, but it is in Jyotirveda, it is nicely maintained. In Jyotirveda, they maintain this calculation. In this way, Brahma's days and night is passing, and whenever Brahma goes to sleep, then partial resolution takes place, and we sleep in the body of Garbhodakaśāyī Viṣṇu for many millions of years. Then again partial after partial dissolution, again there is creation and we take birth. So then this is also very small time. The real time is when Brahma dies, then all the planets from upper to lower, from Brahmaloka to Patalaloka, all the planets gets completely destroyed and they enter into Mahavishnu's body, and at that time those who could not complete the course of devotional life, they enter into Mahavishnu's body. Even Narad Muni, he could not complete his devotional life in his first starting, because Narad Muni was the son of maid servant, and when in Chaturmasya he got association of some pure devotees. In this way he developed devotional feelings. Then his mother died by snake biting. Then he left his house. Then he had vision of Paramatma. At that time Paramatma appeared in front of him or within his heart for a short time. So he felt very nice feeling, very nice, spiritual feeling. Then Paramatma disappeared and Narad Muni became very anxious to see him again. So then there was a voice from the sky that you cannot see me now, after some days there will be dissolution, there will be annihilation, and you have to stay in the body of Mahavishnu for millions and trillions of years. After millions and trillions of years, when Mahavishnu will exhale again, and inhaling, exhaling. So then again there will be creation, and at that time you will take birth as son of Brahma. So a devotee like Narad Muni also had to wait for millions of years. You understand? So it is actually, if we think deeply, it is a cause of anxiety, because now we got 80 years, and within these 80 years or 70 years, if we don't complete our course of devotional life, then we may either enter into partial dissolution or complete dissolution. And if we enter into Mahavishnu's body, we will sleep there for millions and trillions of years. And we will get the present status. Suppose some dog dies in the dissolution, and next, after millions and trillions of years, the same dog will get a dog's body. A woman died in dissolution. At the time of recreation, when it will be created again, she will get woman body. If you die in male body, at the time of creation, after millions and trillions of years, you will get male body. Exactly where you stopped. One of our Maharaj, I think you know him, Atmanivedan Swami. Do you know him? He is from Gujarat, Atmanivedan Maharaj. So he went to hospital for some operation. So doctor told him, we have to apply anesthesia to make you unconscious, because if anesthesia is not applied, then when there will be operation, patient will feel pain. So Maharaj told, okay, apply. So they, with an injection, they came to inject anesthesia to Maharaja's body. Maharaj told, wait, stop. What, Maharaj? I will chant Hare Krishna mantra one time. Before you apply anesthesia, I will chant Hare Krishna mantra one time. So then he started, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. No. Doctor was little in hurry. Doctor already put injection. So he completed the first line. He could not complete the second line. So injection was injected and he started, he was chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. At that time injection was pushed. So he immediately felt unconscious and he could not finish the second line. So then he was unconscious for 3 days. After 3 days, when his first consciousness came, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. See, 3 days gap. Where he finished, he restarted from there. After 3 days gap. So that means if we enter into disillusion, it is like a proof. If we enter into disillusion, if we enter into the body of transcendental body of Mahavishnu and lie there for say millions of years, then when there is creation again, then we restart from the same place where we stopped. You understand? So the thing of anxiety is that, the matter of anxiety, that if we miss this 80 years, 70 years, whatever we got duration of life, if we miss this chance, there is no guarantee that we will take birth on earth planet again. You may face disillusion and you may enter into Mahavishnu's body and you may stay there for millions of years. Then again you will take birth on the same level where you stopped and at the time of last dissolution, and you will get similar propensity, similar mentality, similar body. Then you will start working again. Now if you, in the next creation, if you miss the chance, again there will be dissolution, again you will enter into Mahavishnu's body, again millions and trillions of years will pass. For us it is really long time, but for Mahavishnu it is breathing time. And for Krishna it is a time of, what is called, wrinkling, wing, yeah. So for Krishna it is just a wrinkle of eyes, But for Mahavishnu it is breathing time. For Brahma it is 100 years. You understand? For different person it is, time is different. For Krishna it is nothing. This is short time, very small time. But for us, staying in this material world, in this prison house for millions and trillions of years, it is really, it is a matter of anxiety. But if we understand this, then we become serious, we can properly use our 70 years, 80 years duration of life, and we can go back to Godhead in the place of timelessness. If you go to Krishna Loka, it is a place of timelessness, it is a place of deathlessness, it is a place of sufferinglessness. You understand? There is no negative things, only transcendental pleasure, which is beyond our conception, which is beyond our understanding. Because we understand only this earthly pleasure, which is like, even pigs. Pigs are enjoying. So our present standard of enjoyment is like animals. But if you enter into spiritual world, you will be above time, above suffering, above death. From Brahma Samhita, so beautiful description is given that how if you enter into spiritual life, your human life is really rewarded. But if you don't understand, if you don't take it seriously, then again millions and trillions of years are wasted. Wasted not happily, wasted with suffering. You understand? Thank you very much. So if you have any question or comment, so you can.
Hare Krishna, bro.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, bro, for the class. Bro, my question was, as you mentioned, Hare Krishna. As you mentioned that at the time of complete dissolution, in whatever condition we enter into the body of Mahavishnu, during the next creation, we come again in the same condition. How do we understand?
From Shastra.
Because while entering into the body of Mahavishnu, people will be in different conditions. Some will be young, some will be old, some will be in middle somewhere. So how they will appear, means how do we understand?
Only God can understand. We don't understand, we don't remember. We forget. You forgot your childhood, no? You are on the mother's lap. Do you remember? So many things we forget. But Shastra informs us. You understand? Okay, any other question?
Thank you for your wonderful class. Prabhuji, as you mentioned, before dissolution there is 76,000 years of fire and then water like that. So when Narad boy, when he left his body, it was not like that. I mean, there was no dissolution time. So, and generally there is rebirth after some time. So,
but in Narada's case, at least in Srimad Bhagavatam, as far as I remember, after something like 7 days or something, dissolution was there. But it was Mahavishnu's breathing. It is complete dissolution. And the dissolution I explained, 76,000 years raining, 76,000 years fire, that is actually partial dissolution. But in case of Narad Muni, it was complete dissolution. Complete dissolution. I don't know how it happens. It is only written that Mahavishnu inhales. Then all the planets and all the, living entities enter into Mahavishnu's body. But these 76,000 years reigning and all these things are actually for partial dissolution. But for complete dissolution, I don't know actually. Okay, so any other? Narad Muni faced complete dissolution.
Guruji, we know that Narad Muni is a Nitya Bhakta, then why he had to go through this dissolution and everything? Why do you think?
In that sense, many of our devotees are Nitya Bhakta. You understand? But when we wanted to enjoy this life, we had to come to this prison house. So until and unless we are cured from our disease, we have to go through all these different changes. We are all from God, we are all part and parcel of God, and Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Saddha Kabu Noy. It is our permanent asset. Everybody is, that's why Uttam Adhikari, he sees everyone as pure devotee. Because it is like a magnet covered with, say, 10 kilo mud. So magnet is spoiled or not? It is intact. If you wash the mud, and bring some iron, it will attract. So that means mud cannot destroy the magnet. Similarly, Maya cannot destroy our devotion. Only it is like a dreamy condition that we dream because we had some desire. So Krishna creates some dream of Maya so that we experience all these things. But when dream is over, the magnet is intact. It works like before. Is it clear, Prabhuji? Okay. Any other question? Mataji, any question from Mataji's side? What is the time now? 2 minutes left. So 2 minutes you ask question or comment. Okay. Here you see.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
So Prabhuji, you mentioned that we should try to make sure we go back to the spiritual world in this life. So my question is, sometimes it is very difficult to measure our progress towards that goal. Sometimes it feels like we should just try to do as much as we can. Maybe, hopefully, we can go back to the spiritual world. So is it actually possible to measure our progress?
Yeah, that's why we should become serious in spiritual life. For 1% so-called enjoyment, we are misusing 99%. For 1% so-called enjoyment, we are wasting 99% of enjoyment in spiritual world. In the spiritual world, 99.9% happiness and pleasure is waiting for you. But in this material world, even 1% we enjoy, that is also duplicate. Just like pig is enjoying stool. Duplicate enjoyment. It is not real enjoyment. When pig is eating stool and making noise and moving its tail, moving its tail, it thinks it is nectar. Stool is nectar. But it is wasting its time, eating stool. Similarly, we are trying to enjoy duplicate enjoyment which even if we honor it like an enjoyment, it may be 1%. It is not 1%, it is 1%. 99% enjoyment, anandamaya bhāsat, 99% pleasure and happiness is waiting in the spiritual world. So now you think deeply whether I should take 99% share or I should take 1% share. That is also duplicate. You understand? So a thoughtful, that's why bhakta means thoughtful. He thinks deeply. And if things doesn't come, just like His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj sometimes says, you cry for God. If you don't feel to cry, then ask God, oh Krishna, please give me feeling to cry. Or that also I cannot ask. So ask God that can you kindly bless me so that I can cry for crying. You understand? Cry for crying. Anyway, all the 9 types of devotional service should be done as far as possible simultaneously to revive our consciousness. You understand? Krishna consciousness. Then once you understand, then you become serious. When you become serious, then you achieve that 99%. Prapya varannibodata. It is, you are worthy to receive that prapya var. Prapya var means you are worthy to receive spiritual happiness. But if you don't want, then okay. Happiness of pigs are there. It is available. You may say, no, I am human. I don't enjoy in eating stool. But if you compare with happiness of heavenly planets, it is stool. And if you go to heaven, then compare with Vaikuntha happiness, that is stool. If you go to Vaikuntha, of course, from Vaikuntha it is spiritual level. And if you go to Vaikuntha also, you are little in lower stage to the enjoyment of Krishna Loka. And Mahaprabhu has given us this chance so that even though the age of Kali is very wretched age, but you can achieve that highest happiness. You understand? Our problem is how to become serious. For that we need association of devotees, we need to read books. We have to be really serious to become serious. Okay.
So, Prabhuji, we can say that our material attachment is holding us back. Our material attachment is what is holding us back. So we have to become attached to Krishna.
Yeah.
And then we can become detached from this material world.
Yeah. Prasanga majarang pasam. The same attachment is good when it is applied to sadhu, when it is applied to Krishna. Attachment is your best friend. You understand? Prasanga majarang pasam atmano kavaya vidu shayava sadhushu krita mukshadaram apabritam. Same attachment which are applying to this nasty world, same attachment, if it is replaced to Krishna and sadhu, it is opening your door of liberation. Any other question? Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for the class. So I just wanted to clarify a little bit. So the subtle energy of our subtlety, our mind, our intelligence, our ego, and so forth, this is never destroyed. And so this is how we maintain our individuality throughout the entirety of existence. So to add on to what he was saying, where we can kind of gauge our level of progress, is this kind of like reawakened when we take shelter of a spiritual master and when we are set on becoming serious or want to become serious?
Yeah, when you take shelter of spiritual master and if you are serious to follow him, then within this, Prabhupada used to say, 1 minute, within 1 minute you can go back to Godhead, if you are serious. If you are not serious, it may take millions of years. It is relative to our seriousness. More we are serious, the time becomes short. And the more we are, not serious, it takes long time.
So no matter what level of dissolution,
no matter.
None of the subtle elements are destroyed.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can, under any circumstances. Of course, once you are once you enter into Mahavishnu's body or Garbhodakaśāyī Viṣṇu's body, that term you have to wait, because at that time there is no chance for rendering devotional service. But when you have chance, like in human body, 1 minute is enough if we are serious. Yeah. All right, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. So, Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Samavata Vaishnava Bhakta Vrinda ki, Nitai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.